Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to coloring this page from Spring Scenes. Let's just zoom in first. Alright, I think this will do. Now, I think I made a decision on that while I walked in. Had to test that. But this one I think I used over there. And I like it. I like the different color, so I'm just gonna do that there because I can. Not sure if it's gonna look too great, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So that's the one. It's a BG5. I thought there were only 4 of them. And then 3. Well, anyways, Dolphin Blue. Getting distracted. It is very warm, so I might have to take many breaks. Do also have a little fan yelling in the background. Should be one of those silent ones. But of course, when it comes to recording, nothing is silent. Everything makes noise. So actually put it on the ground, hoping that my mic is not going to pick it up. So my legs are getting cooled. Yeah. Probably should have just tested it, but I didn't. Oh well. It could start raining like any minute now, which is nice. Just realized this might give a nice contrast with the flowers as well. And this page is about fun. That was my plan. So experimenting with new colors. Oh, I guess it's a must. So this I'm quite sure is still part of it. Not too sure what I want to do in between there, but I guess a decision has just been made. Suppose it doesn't matter too much if it's a bit not too perfect, because it's off in the distance anyways. Oh. Looking at the green, I think I already did that with pencil, so that's good. Yeah, that was probably a flower. Not anymore. Alright, that looks okay. Now, I don't know if I use different colors, but I see different colors lying around, so I must have, let's see, I have deep cobalt green, that seems about right. Then I probably got dark phthalo green, because I have that lying around as well. It is really so warm. So I thought maybe I could just open the window, but, well, if there's thunder coming, that might not be too comfortable. I mean, I'm right underneath the window, so if it rains a bit too hard, it's going to end up on my page. Keep that window shut. Let's just see how this looks. Still decided to keep a little bit on the left with the shading, because we decided there was shading. Well, me decided there was going to be shading, so. I think that looks okay. I think it looks interesting. I did start late with the recording again, because for some reason back of my knee was just hurting. No fun, and no idea what caused it. And I don't really have room here at my desk to actually put my leg up. I'll just be getting my foot stuck in a radiator and or the heater or the, whatever. I'll get my foot stuck in things. I'll probably get tangled in wires as well. I'll end up electrocuting myself or something. So I kind of just waited for, well, my knee, or well, the back of my knee to get better-ish before sitting down and doing the coloring. And of course today I have to. My today should be your yesterday. If I get the upload in time, but you know, I'm coloring now, so should be able to get it. Might keep it short again. I mean, that last one was so short compared to the others, but yeah. What is the ideal time? I'll figure it out at some point. Now, I do remember that in the last one, it also kind of announced going live somewhere, which is gonna happen soon. No idea if that'll be any kind of fun or successful, or if anyone really wants me to do that. But I might as well give it a try. Just gotta fix my internet first, because I'm upstairs. And I do get internet here, of course, but it's just maybe not as reliable as I want it to be for streaming, so. Now on the planned upload, so basically if you are watching this when I want you to, oh, that came out weird. When the video comes online when I want it to, then the streams are still in the future. But I'll just add a little link to the description where you can find the live stuff. Oh my god, it's really warm in here. Whoa. Should not talk too much. They'll just warm me up even more. Don't get excited, Dodo. Just stay calm and color. Although lately everyone's complaining about how warm it is, so again, relatable. When I'll be doing the live, I'll probably will open the window, because, well, then I can get like instant feedback if something's too noisy or whatever. Right now it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to mess up the videos with unnecessary noise. She says while having a fan on the ground making noise and not knowing if that's going to pick up, but if I just melt here while coloring, then I can't upload it because I'll be a little puddle of me. Guess it would be interesting to see if I'm going to be different when I'm live. I'm guessing I'm not going to be, because, well, I have said it before, I'm just here as me, because who else am I going to be? I decided early on it's probably easier to do long term, just be me. So like when last time I had an off day, and of course the noisiness that was really frustrating me. It doesn't matter because I'm here as me, so it's not like I got out of character. This weird person really is me. Alright, that looks colored. I like my decision. Now, might as well just do these leaves as well. For some reason I grabbed 3 colors. Not sure I'm gonna need them all 3, but I have that 264, I have a 163, and I have the 162. And they all need sharpening. And I also decided to adjust my fan a little bit. I really have no idea if that's picking up, but sharpened. So again, we'll start with the dark one. I mean, this is not how you color your shadow thingies all the time, but on this one, I guess it is a sort of general rule that the shadow kind of goes on the bottom. In a daylight picture anyways. Because of course if there's a light source, then the light comes from the light source, but in a daylight thing like we have here, it's safe to say it just comes, well, the shadow comes from the bottom. Alright, let's see if this was a nice color pick. Now in the back I'm just gonna not add that 3rd color because I feel like it's too small, and it would make sense for it to be darker. Makes sense to me anyways. Oh, I do like that new fan position. I can feel the breeze. I also like these colors, so I guess the only thing that can go wrong now is that you really hear that fan play. I'm trusting my mic right now. You're probably hearing that. You will have to forgive me. Now I know, of course, I have the option of just canceling and waiting a day, because it should be a bit cooler tomorrow, I think. But, you know, I kind of have a sort of schedule. Not that I ever really announced it as a schedule, but I seem to be just uploading the same day every week, so I'm just assuming that people see that as a sort of schedule. Though again, if you want to make sure, do at my Twitter to your well, things. What? Have I mentioned it's warm in here? So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, if for some reason I am going to cancel an upload, I will announce that on Twitter because I feel like that's the most accessible for everyone. I'm really enjoying that little breeze right now. I'm also enjoying these colors because I was thinking I wanted to go for like a very greeny green, but I think tulips have more of a they go a bit more to the cooler kind of green, so they have a bit of blue in them, which is why I choose these, because they have a bit of blue in them. That's what I think anyways. Someone might be disagreeing. I don't care. It's too warm to care. But compared to my very greeny greens, this one is, yeah, it's more bluish. Now the reason I don't really care about where the shadow is right now is because, well, I don't know, these create their own kind of lighting. Where does this start and where does this end? I'll make it start on both sides. How about that? You are a confused leaf. You have no beginning and no end. You only have beginnings. What? It's a good thing I brought me something to hydrate because I'm already losing my mind here. Clearly. Yeah, I did. Gonna need a little bit more. Am I still on screen? Yes. I tend to just get lost in coloring and then just color somewhere you can't see. Which is also why I have that little blue paper underneath, because that blue paper also stops at a certain point, letting me know I'd be out of the frame. So on earlier color alongs I used like a little tape line, but just got stuck on that. I am really loving these colors. I really am. I think after this one we might still have maybe 2 or 3. Because it's too warm to be rushing anything. I mean, it is already a careless kind of coloring where, well, we just color. This means my mind is already going to, what are we going to color next? Yeah, I like this. Also, for some reason, I just don't want to speed up too much anymore. I mean, that's great for the marker parts, but I feel like for the pencil parts, I don't know. I'm going to take my time a little bit. Once I'm going to do those tulips though, I'm definitely speeding that up a bit. But I'll first be coloring everything else around here so that it's really clear which is tulip and which is not. So that when I do start coloring those tulips with the markers, well, and it's going to be pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Considering everything else is already colored, so I guess that's not part of the tulip then. Now again, if you want to get a closer look, you know, I do still post them on the Facebook group. Giving everyone the option to zoom in if you are unsure. Now, I only really use my phone for YouTube things, so I think I have watched mine on a laptop once, and I guess you could see most of it on a laptop screen, so it should be somewhat clear enough. I hope. I guess I'm also open to suggestions on what to color next. Like what sort of, what direction are we going in? Do we want more flowers or do we want trees? Might have a few fun ones with deers. Or do we want food for a change? That's gonna be bad because I always have like a grumpy stomach when coloring. So if I'm coloring food, that might actually get worse. But you know, if you force me to do it, I will probably do it. I'll probably color food. Where were we? We were here. Might as well just grab this one straight away because clearly I'm already lost. I'm already forgetting where I was at. But yeah, I'm getting my internet sort of amplified upstairs. I never really used internet up here. So I never really worried about the quality of my internet up here, but I'll be fixing that. Because I have my laptop up here for reference things every now and then. Because it's just a bigger screen, so I prefer that. But my internet seems to be going on and off. Too much concrete, I guess. So if I want to do live things, I want my connection to be a bit more reliable. So I'll get that fixed. And I guess I'll be streaming things like this live. Should be interesting. Now that streaming, I'll be doing that on Twitch, which I know I never heard of it either. This is me assuming you haven't. It's actually kind of fun there. And that way I can kind of separate the recorded videos from the live ones, so I don't get confused too much. Interesting. This feels like a soft pencil, and it really is. Yeah. Eating. Just gonna sharpen a little. So when I'm live, you're gonna notice how much I actually sharpen, because I definitely don't always mention it. But of course, when you're live, you can't really hide it. Guess that's also where you will find out that I don't really cut a whole lot out. You might get confronted with the noises that do get filtered out, because, well, can't do that either. But yeah, it would be fun if people follow me there too. Just, we can chat. And that's the whole idea about going live, right? To be able to actually connect with people. And not just me, there's a whole bunch of people there. Fun people. Nothing but fun there. Why are we here? Still needed to add my new color swatches to the Facebook group. Which I said I was going to do at some point, but not a whole lot of people joining, so guess that does take a bit of the pressure off. For now. I really hope that fan is not picking up on the mic too much. I'm getting slightly annoyed by it, but the breeze is too enjoyable. Why did I do that? That was a weird swirl. That's better. Now where's me brush? Here's me brush. Good. So I think for this one we're gonna at least get these done. At least the green, that should be doable. I want to complete the grassy bits as well. And maybe tulips. Yeah, well, time-wise, that's very doable. I feel it's doable. I mean, I have the option of taking a break because it's so warm, or I could just soldier on and then just have it done in one go, which means I can go back downstairs and eat ice cream. So I'm thinking of just continuing doing this in one go, hopefully. Although I already have my cat at the door. I just did the tiniest meow. So pretty sure the mic did not pick that up. But if it is who I think it is, the noise will start soon enough. Because he always starts with his tiny, very patient meow. And then he'll just try to break the door down. His patience has limits. He is a cat after all. I did say I should record the purr, because one of them, he has like a little engine in him. It's incredible. That would be like a great sound, like when I speed it up, I just at my purring cat. Could just do that. There's worse things to listen to. I mean, a purring cat, that's so lovely. Alright, I feel like these look like proper leaves. They look real enough. Color-wise, anyways. Now, I can do the grass first. Get that out of the way. Normally, I am very indecisive. It seems like it's just too warm to do that now. I guess in the middle, I'll just go for the, this, by the way, the 167 and the 170? Yes, 170. Which, for people who do not have the polys, it's this one combined with that one, which I feel are more grassy colors than the actual grass green, because that's too bright. We were over here. Let's just see what we can do here, because I want it to be shaded, but not too shaded. I mean, the rest of the grass I didn't really try all that hard to make it look like grass either, so just blopping in a little bit of color. So I guess over here, we could just put that lighter color in. That fan is totally gonna dull out my meowing cat, which is sort of great. Oh, wait, it's not. I prefer a meowing cat over stupid fan. The reason I'm going lighter here is because I have decided you're kind of looking through it, so this is kind of behind all that. This part I could just sort of fill in as well. Now, normally I would check on my cat, but by now I know that he's just meowing to get me out of here, and then he'll follow me back downstairs and look at me like, wait, why are you here? He's just summoning me for no apparent reason. He's just being a cat. It's probably because lately I was just drawing downstairs, sitting on the couch, so he had access to his human, and now he doesn't. So he's a diva. He's being all dramatic over there. That's why we love cats. That's why I love them anyways. Life can be so simple. Enjoy the little things. That's what cats can teach you. Alright, so I feel like that's good. And then we're just going to go in with that darker one at the bottom, because again, shadow at the bottom. It became a thing on this page, so might as well continue. Now on that area, there's a lot more shading, I guess. Over here is just, the green is getting a bit darker. Aha, I am under attack again. He's so sad. He's interesting though. One summer it was very, very warm, so I just got a bit of a bucket of water, I guess. Well, a low thing. Filled it with water because he just kept drinking and drinking. It was too warm, so I just wanted to make sure that there was access to water. And he just looked at the thing like, well, that's a big bowl. So he kind of didn't know what to do with it. So I just threw some cat toys in there, in the water. Cat toys that sort of would survive the water. Also those reusable ice cube thingies. And that's when he just thought, ooh, I can play with that. So before I knew it, he was just standing there, front paws in the water, trying to get those toys out and just throw them next to it. Weirdest thing ever. I was like, I just threw him in there just to be silly. I was like, there's no way. But yeah, there he was, just standing in the water, looking at me like, what, human? This is normal cat behavior. Okay. Now the other one, he was just looking at him like, dude, have you gone mad? That is water. That's how cats work. They have their own little thingies. They are unique. Alright, just gonna see if I can sort of blend. I'll speed that up. Now, we'll just get this done straight away as well. I don't need the grass to look spectacular. I just need it to be green. Normally I'd make a bit more of a fuzz, but I have mentioned this was going to be the mindless coloring, just careless. Just color a little bit. I feel like I should add a little bit at the bottom because I keep saying dark part at the bottom. Makes no sense for it to be here, but makes no sense for everything to be just one color either. So. Now, time-wise, this is kind of interesting. I mean, I may have sped up the little Q-tip part, but other than that, this is kind of proving how fast this can be. Well, could also be just showing how slow I am normally, but same difference. just looks a bit bad now. Gotta blend that in a bit more. Maybe just add it. It looks better, I hope. Yes, that'll do. It's a bit much at the bottom. Just use the clean side. Hope I can pick up some of that pigment. You know what? Yeah, I'm seeing too much streakiness. Which we just don't want. I say we, but might only be me. Alright, let's give that one more go. And then we are on to more flowers. Now I'm not going to go crazy on the flowers. I'm going to go these and these. Now I grabbed a yellow and a pink. Is this yellow? This is not yellow. Is this yellow? Not quite. Which means I'm going to also grab a yellow. Wait, yeah, I'm going to grab a yellow. And the yellow is the Summer Lemon. YO50. Just get these little dots in. Now I'm gonna save these little butterflies. I don't know why, but why did I even do that? Well, okay. And I picked a pink because I want these to be very bright orange. I feel like that could work. Let me double check. Yes, we are going in that with the RV260. So, pink RV260. It's quite literally pink. Focus. Yes. Alright. I don't know why, but at first I was looking into like getting that purple that I used earlier. But I don't want everything to be too much of the same. I was kind of missing out on the pink. You know, I missed the pink. Just missed a bit of pink. Still waiting for all the rain and thunder to happen. I looked at the weather app and it was like any minute now. I was like, oh cool. That means I'm gonna do my coloring. I don't know, there's something soothing about that. And then there's just nothing, so just my luck. Not going in with pencils just yet. So I'm thinking I should do these as well, actually. I could overcomplicate everything by giving everything its own color, but whoever lives in that house, they designed the garden well. It's like too warm to think, and they were like, no, don't overcomplicate it. Just add pink there too. Now for these, I really loved my orange, which was the YR170 Chrome Orange. Now I could go spectacular and make them all different colors, but nope, not this time. Normally I don't use a whole lot of orange, so this should be interesting. That's why I'm using it. It's like I need to use orange a lot more. Why don't I? It's a fun color. It's a warm color. It's vibrant. also, let's just speed this up because there's not a whole lot of things that can go wrong, I guess. Look at that. It's just screaming, look at me. So I'm just going to use the same colors as over there, which is the 115, 111, and 107. Now this one's going to need an extender because it's too short. Because again, I want it to rest somewhere, and this one's getting rather short. And this one too, we would just be using those for the tops. So let's sharpen them first. Now, I'll be going at just one color at a time. So we're going to start with the dark one at the bottom again, and I'll just start with the bigger ones. Let's just see if we can find a few that sort of get the idea, that I could get the idea across. Can I show you what I mean? And then, I mean, it's just very repetitive. I was just trying to find a place to put some shading, put it in. After that, we'll just go into that lighter one, the middle color, as it were, which, as you can see, is pretty much the same as the background color. And we're just going to top it off with some yellow. We're putting in there like we mean it. So a little bit more pressure because we want it to show up. And that'll basically be the idea. Whoops. That'll basically be what I'll be doing for all of them. And then to top this off, I don't know if I want to go for a white, because we did white over there, or a ivory. And then afterwards, we'll just see if we can put some cute little highlights in here. But I'll basically just start with the dark one, and I mean, this one is clearly done-ish compared to everything else. So I'll just do one color at a time. And otherwise I'll be switching between pencils the whole time, and I'm just a bit lazy. So I'll just do quite a bit at this one, and then come in with that other colors, but I feel this is probably a quicker way, so I might just speed this up. Right. I think they're all pretty much done. I guess it doesn't even matter if you forget a little thingy here and there, because I mean, we're going in with this one as well. Kind of staying away from those outer edges. Now, you may or may not have noticed that in that speed up version, I did sort of stop every now and then to sharpen my pencils, because I mentioned this in other color alongs, that I noticed that the orange seems to be just very soft, very smooth. So that point is gone quickly, which is not a poly thing, because other brands do that as well. So It's so hard to see this color though. You're really gonna have to sort of keep track of what you have and haven't done. With that darker one, it was kind of all over the place. Should probably not do that so much here. I do think I can speed it up again though. I mean, it looks so lovely. That's what I think anyways. And the other I'm just going to start over here because my point is it's going quite fast, and well, these bits are a bit more, it's tinier over here, so just start with a good point here and then care less over there. Let's just go here. Let's just go over that. See where the yellow ends up. So this is just medium pressure, because if I go too hard, then I'm gonna ruin the orange too much. With medium pressure, it just kind of sticks to all the places where the orange kind of, well, didn't go, because I forgot it, because I couldn't see it, or because I couldn't care, or didn't care, or either way. I feel that just going over all of it, that kind of blops that yellow in it more random. It's more playful. I mean, nature is chaos. It sounds a bit weird, but just look around. Nature doesn't really go, It would be very practical to put a tree here. Nature is just like, tree. And think of all the bird seeds that get carried, and well, they do their bit of planting plants as well, and it's just pure chaos. There's no logic. They're just, I'm gonna grow a plant over here, I'm gonna erupt a volcano over there. Nature is chaos. So the yellow does not have to be mathematically correct or something. It just has to be in there. Now I have done pages where I actually put like more of a pattern in the tulips, which is kind of lovely too. I mean, if you just look on Google and just search for tulips, you will find some crazy color combinations. Some beautiful lines in there as well. But with this one, we were going to make it easy, so easy it is. I am, however, sort of going in a certain direction so that if I do create lines, then it doesn't really matter. So I'm not going side to side. I feel like if I accidentally create a line here and there, then we're all good. It's all good. And I didn't do this randomness at that one. And because I already put that paint marker on top, probably shouldn't touch it. It doesn't matter, I mean, it's in there, so. One less chaotic tulip. That's good too, that's part of the chaos. That's also why I love coloring nature kind of things. So if you have a tree and a lot of leaves, and one of the leaves is just a darker green or a lighter green, it doesn't matter. Nature does that too. It's just more playful. Oh, I think I got them all. Looks playful enough. So now for my my paint marker. Let's just see where I want the lighting to be. Probably on the bits that are more yellow. I mean, this shadow is on the left, so I don't know what we did with that one, but that's not right. And of course, normally tulips don't glow like this, but these are my tulips. They are on my page. My rules. Well, you know how it goes by now. Guess in warm weather you gotta be careful because these things seem to be a bit more flowy. Or maybe it's just that these are very flowy themselves. I haven't used these much yet, so I haven't really got time to get acquainted with these paint markers. So far I do like them. I mean, it just kind of keeps going, which is what you want for it to just, well, be usable, I guess. A little thingy I was struggling with the Poscas every now and then. Where I was trying to use them and then they would be like, nope. If the day ends with Y, then I am not working. Which is, of course, why I looked into these. And these came in a set, which I always kind of like. Now I'm definitely not going to be using all the colors. But I do enjoy the fact that for highlights, I am not sort of restricted to just white. And use different colors as well that I really like. Although I'm kind of sad that I didn't have an ivory, because I do definitely like that one, so I guess I'll still be using Posca. My house disassembling itself again. Why? Must I use duct tape for everything? These are some very glowy tulips. Ooh, I like this. I thought it might be a bit much, but it is, but in a good way. I'm gonna go for whatever kind of pink. I have chosen the 123 and the 129. Just two. I know normally I have my rule of 3 and 5. Is this dry yet? Yes. So just near the inside I'm going to go a bit darker, and to the out we're going to go lighter, just like those. Do not overcomplicate this. It's just, they are just flowers. Now with this I feel it doesn't really matter if there's lines in there, as long as they go in the right direction. And now for that, what was it, 129? Just keeping it simple. They look simple, but that is exactly what they should look like. Might just do that little center bit with a paint marker. I'm gonna have to get used to calling it paint markers, because before I would just say I will go in there with a Posca. But considering those markers don't seem to like me, I will be using them a lot less. Because so far these new ones, they just seem to work. Sounds kind of silly. Of course they work. Yeah, well, the Poscas didn't. I mean, I have a white that I'm now sure is definitely empty. It just never really activated before it reached empty. And I have been shaking it, cleaned the nip. I tried everything with that one. It just wasn't working. So maybe I got like a bat one, could be. I mean, all the other ones, they did seem to work, but I guess that's how it works. One bad experience and kind of, it sets tone. Alright, so these I'm just gonna sort of scribble some color in there and just see how we end up. Still debating on what to do with that, because it could still be water. I feel like it could be. Not that water is fun to color, but... Alright, for that center bit, I'm gonna try a yellow. That's the yellow paint marker. Now I can go very extreme, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna go for that one. Yeah, because the orange is too close to that, so just yellow. Now I definitely do shake these before I use them. Also, I always kind of test them, do a little test blob on the paper, because sometimes when you use these, for some reason it just starts flowing like crazy, and then you have a big blob of paint on your paper, and you just don't want that. So you'd rather have that on a little test sheet, I guess. Just put some random dots in there. Now for the butterfly, that one I'm definitely going to make yellow. So I still have that YO50, because that is really just going to make it pop. And because we are a bit lazy, I got the 111 and the 107 because we still had that lying around. And I feel like it should work. Yeah, it really makes it stand out against that bush thing. I decided to grab one that's a bit of an orange. Let me see, it's going to be that one. Yeah. Ooh. That's actually a sort of nice match. So that one. Just going to see if we can kind of get this guy to pop a bit more. Or girl. Either way. The butterfly. I like that. I don't hate it. These are butterflies. They're supposed to stand out. I'm just going to do that one the same color. So again, that YO50, we are not overcomplicating anything on this page. We were keeping it simple. That was the plan. I will stick to it. So again, was it 111? Yep. Just keep spinning it because that'll make it any kind of clearer. I can feel myself getting really attached to my artwork, which is not really what I'm going for. So I'm pretty sure after these butterflies, I'm going to call it quits. Time-wise, it's sort of okay as well. So this is the part that I hate the most, where I ask you to like, subscribe, comment, and all that. That's out of the way. Back to the butterfly. I do feel like I should do something with that swirl. This one is a bit more in the front, so I might not do too much of these. Well, oh, we did it over there. I'll just do it again. We shall just add some flair to the butterfly. It's a butterfly after all. Now for that swirl, I'm going to go for, well, I don't really have a red, I think. So it's going to be either one of these. I'm thinking this one because it looks a bit sweeter. So these were my choices, I guess, the options. So it was this one. I gotta say, that's matching pretty well. But I do find that one to be too dark. So, that's good. And I can always go darker. I suppose. I feel he looks butterfly-y, butterfly-ish. Yeah, that looks okay. I mean, he's in the distance, so I suppose I could add like a little thingy. Just like a few dots in there to make him pretty too. Him or her. Just a few dots. Which, like this, really look like I just blopped in a few bloppy dots. Just don't look at it too close. Now, this thing, I don't know. I'm gonna leave this part, I think. And it's gonna be camera nightmare for the next time, but it's just too warm. And I haven't really figured out what to do with this. Nor that. So I think this will be it. I mean, those look pretty good. Let's see if I can zoom out a bit. Those look very vibrant. I'm glad I did them in orange. Really makes it stand out. So I guess next time we are getting started on the house. And, well, we'll figure that out. I'm just melting over here, so I got everything done, right? The leaves are done, those are done. Yeah. So I guess for now, that means I will thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you back for the next one. Do check it out on the Facebook group if you want to see it up closer, not like I haven't held it to the camera many times, but oh well, if you're curious. I will share it. It'll be there roughly around the same time that the video is uploaded, so I guess for now that means have a good one.